Hey guys, my name's Billy and this is Southern ELR and Reloading. We're out here today at the range. We're out doing some testing and we end up finish up testing, and I'd like to show you guys some of the products that we use and some of the products you might be looking into for shooting long range or reloading and reloading, like the chronograph here, the Garmin. This thing is awesome. This is an essential tool for anybody that's getting into reloading, long range, bench rest, anything, especially ELR. You need to know your speeds and your loads, what they're doing at all times. And this thing, I wish I had this thing 5 years ago, but like you've seen today in our other video, it did not record a few of them, which that's new, and I usually don't run it off of this. I usually run it on this Gray Ops mount, and this thing's awesome. And the only reason I wasn't running it on here today is because when I decided to make this channel, we needed a way to get the content. So I bought these DJI Action 5 Pro, which this thing is awesome also, and it came with this action stick. Well, doing the ELR and trying to come up with a way to get more content for you guys to see how this works and watch me shoot and how I do things. So I was going to try to come up with a way to fabricate this and put it on my rifle somehow to get these recordings. And in doing that, I knew I had this Garmin set up from Gray Ops, right? And so I got on their website, I started looking at other items, and everything kept on bringing me back to this. And so that being said, I was like, well, I have that. Let me go ahead and see if somehow I can attach this. And so I removed the Garmin off of it, and come to find out it has the same screw and it's the same thread pitch as this action stick. So I went ahead and attached it. You just press this button here, and it has a Picatinny. I think you can get the Arca rail also, I think, maybe not. But I went ahead and tried it, and it worked. And I was really happy with it. And you could see in my other video how it reacts when actually firing rounds. This is a Magnum gun, so it does have a heavy recoil. And so that's why my Garmin wasn't hooked up today, because I went ahead and ordered another one of these mounts, but it's not in yet. So hopefully it'll be in by Friday so I can take it to Spear Point this weekend. But like I said, Gray Ops, they make the mount for the Garmin. I adapted it for my Action 5 Pro, and right now I'm really happy with that. So that being said, I know not everybody's wanting to do this, but the Garmin, you take this off, and basically that mount, and it mounts right there. So like I say, Gray Ops have a lot of nice equipment on their website, so check them out. Another thing is a Kestrel. There is a lot of other ballistic calculators out there, but Kestrel is, I would say, probably the founder in a lot of these calculators. It's very versatile. It can do the wind, calculates everything. This is essential. There's no way around it. You got to have some kind of ballistic calculator for ELR. This is my go-to for that. Another is a shooting bag. This is the Cheney bag, the Airfoil. This thing is awesome, guys. This is my second bag. Ryan, he gave me another one because it started leaking. This one started leaking, I taped it up, but he'll probably hook me up on another one next time I see him. But I think he's got a new bag, or a new media that he puts in there, and a bag that holds it so it doesn't break. I'm pretty confident he does. So, but like I said, this is a game changer. Like this changed my shooting a lot. This gave me enough confidence to actually start shooting matches. And I don't know that there's a lot, you know, anything better out there. And it's mainly preference. People have their preferences on stuff, but for me right now, this thing does everything I need it to do. You know, you can put whatever you want under there to lift it up, and then if you need, you know, if you're on the bench rest or something, you can put whatever you need under there, and it'll get your height correct for you. I mainly shoot prone right now, so I typically don't need anything to adjust my height on that. And if I do, you pump it up, you release it, it gets your crosshairs dead steady. You can move the sand all around. This is essential right here. Like, you could do it without it. I've seen a lot of guys still use their hand to do bags, but this will give you a lot more confidence. And the money is not that bad, guys. If you look at RyanCheneyELR, he's got all that information on there, and I believe they're under $100. So he's shipping them all around the world right now. So it's a great product. The rangefinder. This is a Terrapin X. This is one of the best rangefinders I've ever used. I think they have an upgraded model now, but this thing has an app. So if you're out hunting, say you're elk hunting, you see a elk 500 yards away, which could be across a canyon or something, you range it. If you shoot it and it runs or drops right there, whatever, it will show you on the app where you ranged exactly. And if that animal ran, it'll give you an exact location to start from. So something like this, I know other companies have technology like that, but this one I haven't had any issues with. This will Bluetooth with the Kestrel. So whenever this is on and you range, it'll give you your range, and then the Kestrel will automatically give you your elevation and your windage. Well, wind, depending on their wind, where it's coming from. Range bags, put all your data in. You really need something to log all your information on, whatever the information may be. Your data entry is one of the most important things on this. So you got to have good data logs. Otherwise, you're going to be scratching your head and you're going to forget. Well, this will help with a lot of mental errors out there. So another thing people ask me a lot is on the spotting scope. This is how I've been getting target videos. So when I shoot, because I don't have a Tacticam, but this thing works awesome. It's called Olin. It adapts just like that to your and they have different adapters. So there's a lot of different scopes out there. This one's set up for the Vortex and sets up just like that. And as long as you have this lined up here, it's really close. You might have to change it minor amount, and then once you get it all set up, it works pretty great. You'll see some content on my other videos, but for the money, this thing is awesome. I'm actually waiting for my iPhone 16 to come in, adapter for my iPhone 16. This is for an iPhone 10. On my other video, it ran out of storage, so I didn't get all 10 rounds on it, but like I said, a lot of people ask me about this, and this thing's awesome. And you don't have to use it for shooting. You can use it for recreation. You know, this will give you all kinds of ability to zoom in far. And I know the cameras nowadays can do that already, but this will actually hold it for you also, maybe for photographers. So this thing's awesome. This Armageddon gear for the tripods. It's got these Velcro straps to hold it up. A lot of people use these, and then you can write here. Put that up, and it's got a lot of good storage. This is what I put my Olin adapters in. This thing's really nice. I do take it off whenever I'm shooting because I put this over my rifle so I can get video for downrange. Other than that, this is a Fatboy Tripod. This thing's awesome. It's carbon fiber. It's got a little adapter here. You can put your phone or your Kestrel. Thing works really well, really easy, really good for hog hunting or coyote hunting, or doing photography, anything like that. I think that's everything for now. So once I get everything ready for this weekend, I'll go over a few more things about the rifle. And if you guys have any questions, let me know. And like I said, guys, if you guys like this, please like and subscribe. And I'm going to get back to it and get some more content ready for you guys. Have a good one.